Gotta give y'all brothers so much love because y'all been holding down the set for the last few weeks. It's dope to be here. Hawks got a game right now, but my brothers are here. I came through to see him, and we on the set right now. So we rocking and rolling.
Look, you ain't missing nothing that's safe for him right now.
The Hawks actually they keeping up with the Jazz right now. It's still early. Cam Reddish is looking good. Very young lineup out there for the Hawks tonight.
Hey man,
the fourth youngest lineup in NBA history since 1970-71.
The average age of 10.
They put out some young cats out there, but it's great to be with you gentlemen today. The holidays are upon us. This will be our last show of the year. We got Christmas next Wednesday and the New Year 2020 coming up in the following week. So we're going to keep rolling and get things going for the new year, but this will be your last time seeing us on camera right now, so I'm definitely glad to be here with you gentlemen. And we're going to dive right into some NFL action. We're going to talk a little NFL action because we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, and we all know where our teams stand. I mean, hell, 3 months ago, we all were in heaven. We felt good, thought our teams had a chance.
He wasn't in heaven.
I knew I was. I know I was, rather. You know.
I was in
and to date, the only man whose team is looking good right now. Y'all ain't brought home the trophy yet, but you're looking good, and I will commend you and Steve on y'all team looking good right now. Baltimore Ravens.
My dog Steve ain't been here in a minute. See, we've been on the winning streak. He ain't been here.
Getting ready for the holidays.
We can only give y'all one commend, so one of y'all can share it or what?
Hey, I'm gonna hold down the set for us, man. You know what I'm saying?
But the Ravens are looking good. It's week 16 in the NFL. We'll talk about our picks in a little while. It's a few crucial games that have taken place in week 16. But the Pro Bowl roster has been announced, and we're gonna just run through a few.
The Baltimore Invitational.
You can call that. What are y'all? 10 or 11? What 12. Was it? 12. Okay, I know y'all lead the league in Pro Bowl selections right now. We'll talk about the quarterbacks that were selected. We have, of course, Lamar Jackson of your Baltimore Ravens. Indeed. Patty McHolmes, or Throw Holmes, as you like to call him. Deshaun Watson.
What is this? The HBCU?
Russell Wilson. Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees. So those were your quarterbacks again. Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, and Drew Brees. Quickly, gentlemen, if you had to pick one quarterback who you feel was snubbed, robbed, or could possibly have a pick, who would you go with?
I would actually be surprised to say Kirk Cousins.
I was gonna say that too.
I would, because he's been
low key.
Since Stephon Diggs want to kick him in the face
and shit.
After both of his receivers pretty much told, "Hey, bro, get it together.
Give us the ball. Give us the ball."
He been all right. He been better than I.
He been first cousins. He's been first cousin. He ain't been Kurt. He's been first cousin. So he's been fine. He's been balling. I will say that.
Kirk Cousins for y'all. I would give Dak an honorable mention, but I would give Jimmy G some love. I think I might give Jimmy G some love just on the strength of what the Niners is doing.
I wouldn't be mad at that. Because I would have definitely liked to see Kirk Cousins in there over over Drew Brees or Aaron Rodgers. Drew Brees missed a lot of the season.
Facts.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, he had a good season in terms of ball management.
He had a good first half of the season.
He's looking like an A+ game manager right now.
Yeah. Right. He's looking like a real talented game manager.
He had a good first half of the season. Aaron Rodgers, looked good for the first half, and then
Devontae was hurt for like 3 games. That hurt him.
And that hurt him too. That did hurt him. So I would have gave Kirk Cousins some love for real.
Yeah.
Running back wise, we have Nick Chubb from Cleveland, Derrick Henry from Tennessee, Mark Ingram, Baltimore. Oh, another one of y'all. I guess this is y'all fullback. Patrick Richard. He's in there. Y'all fullback. Dalvin Cook. Shout out to the U. Florida State U. That is.
I'm about to say you switched up.
Damn, Lou will try to take it over, ain't you?
Christian McCaffrey right there up the road, up 85 in Charlotte. Zeke Elliott.
I guess
down there with the Dallas Cowboys. And then Kyle, the gentleman out in the 49ers, their fullback as well. He's pretty much a utility back.
Yeah,
any running backs y'all see there?
I would put Josh Jacobs in over Zeke.
Say NFC though.
Yeah, that's true. NFC.
I guess I got it right. Josh Jacobs, I wouldn't be mad about Josh Jacobs though, but you had to put a fullback in. Pat Richard has been balling.
Yeah, nobody really I might have Aaron Jones.
I can put Aaron Jones over. I think Aaron Jones. He's second in touchdowns.
Yeah,
so I'll put him over Zeke. I don't matter about that.
Yeah, Aaron Jones. I would definitely put him in there.
I would be mad about Aaron Jones for real.
Leonard Fournette didn't make it.
No, Fournette's not in
there.
And
exactly, he's top 5 in rushing. He didn't make it, but
It's a little skewed. Wide receivers. Wide receivers. Keenan Allen with the Los Angeles Chargers. Tyreek Hill, of course, with the Chiefs. DeAndre Hopkins down there in Houston. Jarvis Landry out there in Cleveland.
There you go.
Come get me. Michael Thomas in New Orleans. Julio Jones, hometown man Julio Jones. Chris Godwin, shout out to him. Jameis throwing that rock down. And Mike Evans. So the Bucks have two.
Well,
Jameis, if he wasn't throwing so many damn interceptions, I'm quite sure he'd have been a Pro Bowler.
We really would have had the HBCU.
but both of his receivers made the Pro Bowl.
That's sad. Both the receivers made the Pro Bowl, but you don't.
They were like, look, they won in spite of you. I mean, they went in spite of you.
That's crazy.
Tight ends also, once again, Baltimore. We have Mark Andrews. We also have the 49ers, George Kittle. That man looks like a monster out there. We got something right in Philly. Zach Ertz. I mean, hell, he the only person we got to throw the ball to.
He's just showing it on my fantasy team.
Zach Ertz got a Pro Bowl nod. And Travis Kelce as well. Travis Kelce.
He's a brother. Travis is black.
He damn near is. So I give you that. I'm gonna skip ahead. And we're gonna go to cornerbacks. I'm gonna go to cornerbacks. We got Gilmore out in New England. Humphreys out in Baltimore. Peters out in Baltimore.
Just get traded, come to the Pro Bowl.
Tre'Davious White out in Buffalo.
That's you.
Marshawn Lattimore in New Orleans. Richard Seymour, who said he's still the best cornerback in the league. Richard Sherman.
I'm about to say Richard Seymour. If he made it, something wrong with this vote.
Richard Sherman, Richard Sherman, who said he still feels like he's the best cornerback in the league. Darius Slay, he was injured a lot of the seasons. I'm surprised to see him out there. And Jalen Ramsey, no, Slay didn't get traded because he was injured. He was injured. And Jalen Ramsey, the newest member of the Los Angeles Rams, he also
he really. Well, he don't get thrown to a lot, so I guess
that's what I was thinking. It may
who
in the running backfield.
He bowling, yeah.
He had the bowling alley. Bowl more.
Boy,
go check him
Le'Veon
out.
Probably has 700 yards total all season.
Yeah, this the wrong bowl.
He's pro bowling, so no, he's not. No.
And then I'm gonna give some safeties as well. We pretty much just stuck to the skill players right here. We stuck to the skill players. Minka Fitzpatrick.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, out in Pittsburgh. A wonderful trade the Steelers made, picking him up and acquiring him. Another Baltimore Raven, Earl Thomas. Jamal Adams. Shout out to your Jets.
Somebody just made it.
New York Jets in the house. Jamal Adams.
Jets stupid ass trying to trade him.
Buda Baker out there in Arizona.
Out of Washington.
Eddie Jackson. Playing out there in the Windy City in the Chi-Town. Harrison Smith out there with Minnesota.
Boy, that is old man consistent right there, boy.
Yeah. He gets it done.
I think for real, Tyrann Mathieu got snubbed.
Yeah.
Tyrann Mathieu got snubbed to me.
I agree.
Because I was like, I look at his number, I was like, he could be up there for defense player of the year.
Cats aren't looking at the Chiefs still yet for defense. And they have made some big defensive adjustments. If they get to the Super Bowl this year, it's going to be because of them adjustments. Facts.
When they got hurt, they defense started. I think they started changing up their scheme. They went from playing zone a lot to going to start playing man.
Yep.
And you dropping Honey Badger down in the box more and letting him be what he always is, a disruptor. So you let him go disrupt things.
And he's doing it.
And you're profiting off of it. So I think he got snubbed. But I don't know also who you took off for the safeties, Earl Thomas or Jamal Adams. I was like,
you can't really take none of them off.
Yeah. He's a winner in my book. That's all that matters.
I ain't mad at that. We'll see when it really matters, when the playoffs come about, we'll see the type of impact and the type of plays he's making, because that's when it'll really matter most. There's something I know that is near and dear to you, gentlemen's heart. College football playoffs is right around the corner. We won't have a chance to really dive into them when they're happening, so we'll give a few predictions on that momentarily. Bowl season actually starts this weekend, so we'll get into bowl season. Some of the smaller bowls, of course, building up for the college football playoffs. But signing days have been taking place all over the nation. We've been hearing about different recruitment classes and 5A players and 5-star players and 3-star players signing here and not going here. So we know about the top tier programs: LSU's, Alabama's, Ohio State. Florida State made some noise this year. Hopefully we'll have a turnaround. But what do you think about the adjustments and the recruitment process that you see in the recruitment class that'll be coming up this year?
A lot of big name people who everybody thought were going to sign yesterday, some didn't sign. They probably wait till after the All-American Bowl.
Especially the young cat. What was his name? Hakeem cat that was
right.
supposed to go to LSU.
Raheem Jarrett.
Oh no, he signed.
Yeah, he signed. Yeah, he stayed home.
signed.
I mean, that's fine, you know. Yeah, look, he signed. That's
He stayed in Maryland.
Yeah, look, go ahead. Like I said, go ahead, enjoy the 4 and 8 seasons. That's fine.
Listen,
So-
that made my day.
That made you happy?
I'm pretty sure it did. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. And I was like this when I saw it. I was like,
No one knows. Joe Burrow's going to the NFL, so they don't know who's going to be the
yeah,
quarterback.
Joe Burrow was in the NFL, so but
in the Bayou.
That's fine, but we got the recruits coming in. But you going? I get you want to stay home. I understand that.
Maryland's building a program
For the crib.
They're not building a
They
program.
building a program.
No, they are. They're gonna be up and
Okay, and they still get smacked by Ohio State, Penn State, in Minnesota,
That
and
happened.
Wisconsin.
Listen,
Like I said, they'll enjoy.
Nobody said these things to you when y'all losing to Auburn every year. Calm down.
Oh, we lose Auburn.
Calm down.
We want to lose Auburn every year. No.
That's how y'all got y'all last coach fired, losing to Auburn.
You mean Alabama, not Auburn?
Less.
Alabama, not Auburn.
You losing that Auburn too.
Auburn still never won LSU
That
since
last,
'99.
he got fired the day after y'all lost to them in the last second play.
Yeah, and then the fruit games he played. Let's not speak about that. Okay, still not. But yeah, I mean, hey, I get he he wants to stay home. He knows they do it for the crib, I guess. But like I said, enjoy the 5 and 7, 4 and 8 seasons. That's fine. You don't want to come with the big boys.
You say I hurt.
Are
I was. Look.
Are you pleased with LSU's class?
But for me, because we know getting ready to play of the year, Mariota's finest, that's fine. And you got BJ, another kid from Mariota. So, I like what we had
So
going
we got
on.
some Georgia boys going down there in Louisiana.
He did come in.
They got the number 4 class right now.
We got number 4 class, and hopefully we get Zach Evans because Lord, we need to run back this class.
Where's Alabama? Where's Alabama?
2.
Number 2.
They 2.
How you feeling about y'all recruits and y'all got coming in?
Listen, I think
Who is number 1, 2? Is it Georgia? Is Georgia
Clemson.
number- Okay.
Clemson.
Yeah, Clemson.
They Lord Jesus, they stacked up.
Listen,
They got my manager's son's going there. So
they got a defensive line coming in.
They got
Dabo doing what Dabo does.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
They got
but
1 and 3
I like
DNs.
I like our right now. Right now, Clemson and Alabama, they've already gotten 10% of like the top 100 class already. So the rich get richer. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah,
I know
still
we got
got to play on the field.
We got a quarterback out of California.
Yeah,
Bryce.
he's nice. Bryce
Young.
Bryce Young, he's nice.
They say he like the
Black or
next
white cat.
black
He
kid.
black kid. But the thing is, also, that's what when I was talking about last week, we were talking about Tua. I was like, bro, I know some people talk about he might come back. If you go back, you ain't going to be the first quarterback taken next year. Sunshine and Justin Fields going to be the first 2 quarterbacks taken next year.
I ain't gonna lie to you. They saying he still might.
Exactly. That's what
Go
I'm
top
talking.
5.
He's still top 5, so that, look.
Mel Kiper got him going top.
They
Yeah,
hyping him. Somebody gonna take him.
I'm about to say, boy,
And if he not taking early, he'll fall into a Lamar Jackson situation.
He gonna
Exactly.
mess
New
around.
England.
Exactly.
He gonna mess around. I better say he gonna mess around being New England.
rehab and get paid to rehab. There's nothing to go back to school and do what? What am I going to prove? I'm trying to get this paper. Like the rest of y'all skill players, there's no reason to go back there. Why? Especially Jerry Judy. There's no reason to go back.
Hey man, they want to get another ring.
Man, get this paper
I don't know.
before you mess around and get hurt.
Can you run down and give me the top 10? Top 10 in
Classes?
Yes, sir.
Clemson's number 1, Alabama number 2, Ohio State number 3, LSU 4, Auburn 5, Georgia 6, Florida 7, Texas A&M 8, Michigan 9, Texas 10.
Michigan always have a top 10 recruit class and then
What I will
stink.
give some props to Florida State at number 23 though. They're doing a hell of a good job.
I was shocked when I said, like, top 25?
Y'all hear the
With new
shit?
coach?
Like,
No, on God, I swear to God. No, y'all gotta y'all flip the quarterback.
That's what I was saying. We Louisville.
Yeah. He actually pretty good. Like, I actually heard about him, so he actually gonna be all right.
We getting some talent.
Y'all actually got a coach with a real offensive system.
We gonna see. We gonna see. He bringing in some coaches.
A top 25 recruiting class already with a new coach who's been there 2 weeks.
And Georgia Tech. I gotta give them some love too. They number 24 class.
Nice
Okay. I've been hearing things about
Jeff
Tech.
Collins trying to figure it out. That's like gotta be
the resources here.
They're building new facilities. They got new sponsors. They giving him a budget. His buddy showing up on a helicopter. I'm like, Georgia Tech trying to compete.
I mean, they got money. They got money.
They got a loan.
You got the money.
You got the
astronauts and all that. You better come on.
I'm about to say the only bad thing is the stadium is trash. It's the only bad thing.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do something about that.
And it's in the heart
of the city. It's a
city.
terrible location. That's the only bad thing. Other than that, you're fine. If they could have got Turner Field, I think they might would have been all right.
No, I don't think the stadium location is bad. I think just the shape of the location.
The stadium itself is trash.
Because the location is right on, is in the campus or on campus, excuse me, and in the heart of Atlanta. Like that's right down the street from the varsity. It don't get no better.
It's like a really good high school's.
It's a Texas high school stadium. Pretty much.
I respect that.
It's straight out of Friday Night Lights.
It's a Texas high school stadium. So yeah, I mean, hey, it's gonna be. We'll see how
they got a quarterback.
Yeah, they got a nice.
They getting some offensive, defensive line. Jeff Collins building it like an SEC team. I like that.
We'll see how they look. I mean, it's not going to take hard for you to shape up in the ACC. I mean, we know it's Clemson and then everybody else. So
yeah,
it's not going to take hard.
North Carolina got a good class coming in.
Yeah, Mac got the
Oregon does too. I ain't gonna like it's
gonna be an interesting season.
We'll see how things shake out. In March when everybody's done with signing period.
Before we move back into the NFL, gentlemen. Of course, we saw Joe Burrow pick up the Heisman. We know the Final Four. We know the games that'll be going on. One game will be right in our backyard. LSU will be taking on Oklahoma in the Peach Bowl. On the West Coast, we'll have Clemson taking on Ohio State in the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl. Who will be in the national championship, gentlemen, and who will win the national championship? Craig, I'm going to start with you.
I'm going to go with LSU. Against Clemson, but I'm gonna go LSU Ohio State, and I think
2007 bowl game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ohio State taking it.
Ohio State.
I like the pass rush. Yeah,
I'll go LSU and Clemson. Because I've been battling back and forth which one I wanted to see. And I'd rather see Clemson. So.
No, you don't.
I would.
As a fan or like a fan of your team?
No, as a fan. I want to see Clemson. Because actually we old enough last time we played in the bowl game. So, yeah, I want to see Clemson. Yeah, we smacked up Ohio State last time we played them. So.
LSU, of course. Are you going with LSU?
Of course, yeah. I mean, fan-wise, I wouldn't mind seeing Joe versus old school and beating his old school. I wouldn't mind seeing that. For the public's eye, so either or, we gonna win.
I'm going LSU, Ohio State as well. I think Ohio State. I mean, I like Justin Fields, home state kid, black young man.
Up the street.
I like the young man's poise. Trevor Lawrence is a beast, that's for sure.
Sunshine.
And those two competed also in high school. Those two
and
competed
at the, Elite 11
in high school together.
Justin Fields
so
beat them in the Elite 11.
They know each other very well. And it is pretty dope that they'll be competing now on the collegiate level, on a primetime stage.
Got 3 transfer quarterbacks.
And I'll highlight this just to throw a little shade because I'm disappointed in the Bulldogs. You got 2 kids from your backyard.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
2 kids from your backyard and Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields. One young man who has argued me down and told me that Jake Fromm was better than not neither one of y'all. But
I was about to say I never seen no dumb shit like that.
Who Georgia fans argued me down and told me that this man was better than Justin Fields. Well, look at God.
And the funny thing is, Jay Fromm has regressed the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, he looked better his freshman.
He looked. If he could have came out his freshman year, he'd been fine. He's regressed.
And I'm
still trying to figure out. You have 3. You got Eason, Fromm, and Fields. And you get stuck with the worst one of the 3.
The worst out of 3. And
you ran the other 2 out of town now.
You got mad because Eason got hurt, and then Jay Fromm beating Notre Dame and the team. The week after that, you won. You went with Fromm. Okay, cool. I mean, that's what you want to do. But you didn't even have an open competition. You just left.
I mean,
run up out of here.
he's a bum.
Kirby wanted that.
Georgia fans want Fromm up out of here so bad. They want
him to go to the draft so bad. I'm like, for what?
He's not getting drafted. I mean, he may get drafted by the grace of God.
All right, I'm gonna go LSU, Ohio State, like I say, and I'm leaning towards Ohio State as well. I like Joe Burrow, I like Joe, but Ohio State collectively, I think they might.
We got.
They know Joe too. They know Joe.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire got
His hamstring.
He had a hamstring injury too. So that's like, oh God.
He'll be all right.
Yeah,
by the 28th. It's the 19th now. I think
next week.
Yeah,
I said
next Saturday.
I mean, he could still play. I mean, get a ball cross shot, and hopefully. But we got back for him.
We'll see. We're going to move on to the NFL. Because as we mentioned, it's week 16 in the NFL, and things are getting down to the nitty-gritty. For those who don't know, the NFL switched up things a few years ago where the schedule was a lot more competitive as far as teams playing teams in their divisions late in the season, so that it'll actually mean something late in the season. Cats won't be resting players for the playoffs. People. Yeah, exactly. And we actually we'll have a big matchup that will decide the struggling NFC East this week, as the Dallas Cowboys will take on my Philadelphia Eagles, who I've given up on so long ago. Dallas is a much more talented team coming into the game as far as roster is concerned. But they're healthy, as you just said. But it is Dallas.
It is
Carson
Dallas.
Wentz.
It is Dallas. Yeah, and he's getting it done. He's doing the damn thing. So y'all know I'm going with the Eagles. So we're gonna start with that game, even though it's the 4:25 game. We're gonna start with the Eagles game.
I'm going with the
Eagles, Cowboys. Eagles.
I'm going with the Eagles, man. I don't need these Cowboys to win.
What a game?
It's in Philly.
It don't matter.
It's in South Philly.
Go with Philly.
It's in South Philly.
I don't want Cowboys.
Let's go, Eagles. Get it done.
We
if you creep into the playoffs,
if we can't ask you to do one thing just this week, beat Joe Montana.
Catch the damn football, y'all.
Yeah, just beat
That's
Joe Montana.
Secondary,
and defense,
keep the people in front of you.
Stop somebody.
Make tackles.
Safeties. You supposed to be behind the play. If you didn't know,
make the tackle. Don't let these break tackles and Ezekiel like Barry Sanders out here.
We need to run the ball.
Yeah, what's the boy name?
Jay Ajayi to do his thing. Oh yeah, we can bring the young boy Scott in.
Yeah,
Boston Scott.
Yeah.
Boston Scott, aka Sproles 2.0.
Any one of y'all. Okay.
Miles Sanders.
You didn't even get Dorsey Levens. I don't care. Dorsey Levens and
he can come back and do
Brian
Westbrook.
I don't care if you had to go back and get Brian Dawkins too. I don't care what y'all do. Just get this win on Sunday. That's all I ask.
I mean, we gonna see y'all handle y'all business. There's a few Saturday games now. I know I jumped ahead with the Eagles. We got 3 Saturday games this week. Of course, no Thursday night football this week. There's no Thursday night football. Kicks off early on Saturday, 1 o'clock.
So
Battle of the black quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson and Houston Texans are going down to Tampa to take on Jameis Winston and the Bucs. Who you gentlemen like in that game? Craig, start with you.
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun?
Mike hurt.
Deshaun, no Mike. So.
Deshaun, I'm gonna go with Deshaun as well in that game.
You didn't go with Jameis?
Jameis gonna have some yards, but I'm still.
He gonna have the yards.
Still sticking with the brother. I'm sticking with the brother. They got a defense too.
The other man.
That's a little more reliable. A little more reliable.
The other black
man. The one that wasn't stealing no crab legs. That one.
You know what I'm saying? Then we got another big game on Saturday. A battle of the AFC East. As the Buffalo Bills head to Foxborough to take on the Patriots. And,
I'm gonna film your sidelines. Okay.
Hopefully they not filming. They might be in here filming. I don't know. We don't know.
We'll play it.
Play it.
But you got the Bills versus the Patriots. Who you gentlemen like in that one?
Buffalo.
I like Buffalo too.
Once again, clean sweep. I like the surprise game. I like Buffalo to go into New England.
Let's go, Josh Allen,
and get the job done. Late night game. Battle on the West Coast. It's an NFC West matchup. 2 pretty good teams. One team that was in the Super Bowl last year. One team that's looking to get there this year as the Los Angeles Rams will take on the San Francisco 49ers Saturday night. Gentlemen, who you like in that game? I'm gonna roll with the 49ers.
Where they playing at?
It's in San Francisco. Or Santa Clara.
Santa
They playing now.
I guess I go San Fran. But I feel like this would be a game where Jared Goff won't look like Joe Montana in this game. I just have a feeling like that, but I still go 49ers. Since Rich Sherman coming back, I'll go that way.
Just because I don't think LA gonna be able to run the football against that front, which means Jared Goff gonna be fucked up because he ain't gonna have no play action.
No play action.
I'm gonna go with porn star Jimmy.
Porn star Jimmy.
Straight across the board. We got the Saints in Tennessee. The Saints in Tennessee. Saints and the Titans. It's in Tennessee.
I'm going with Derrick Henry because this is his time of year.
I think
Drew Brees outdoors.
Yeah, Drew Brees is outdoors. But
Ryan Tannehill been looking like.
But the Saints gotta win out. So I think these Saints gonna win because they gotta win out to get the first seed. And
I'm gonna go with the Saints in this game. Drew Brees looking to prove something. Drew Brees still out here looking to prove something. Your team, your Ravens, are taking on the Cleveland Browns. It's in Cleveland. Cleveland struggling, of course, we know. Lamar Jackson out here pretty much sealed up the MVP.
Win, you the first seed. Nothing to say to that. You win the first seed. So, get the job done.
I already owe Steve a dinner, so I mean, go Ravens from this point on. Like,
come on, you good? Yeah, come on, join the black bandwagon.
yeah, I mean, go Ravens.
Join the black bandwagon. There you go.
Hey, Mark Ingram, big trust.
Big trust. Whoa.
we gonna ride right up the street, right up the road, right here. They might be giving out tickets as the Falcons is taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Falcons have looked good though. They have looked good. I know that's not something that Falcons fans want to hear, so I'm not trying to rub that in. My team ain't shit right now neither. We in the same boat.
Better than them.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
better than them. Let's go Leonard Fournette.
Y'all got a big win last week out in San Francisco as we are Santa Clara once again. We were just talking about the 49ers.
That really shows how inconsistent Jimmy Garoppolo is. In that you lose to the Falcons.
I mean, things happen, but who do y'all like? Falcons taking on the Jaguars. Tom Coughlin has been fired.
They gonna win just off of that. They got fired.
NFLPA was telling Cash don't go
there. Don't go there.
In Jacksonville. Jalen Ramsey, all the flack he was taking, looks like a smart man today when he woke up.
Jacksonville gonna win just because Tom Coughlin's not in the building no more.
Jacksonville looks to be in turmoil, but you never know. The stash might come in here. Garner Minshew and the boys.
Mississippi mustache.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons just because for some reason they
want to keep winning games and being stupid.
They keep want to mess up these draft picks.
They trying to save Dan Quinn his job rather.
Dan Quinn should be fired for the simple fact that he wanted to call the defense and that's why we lost all them damn games. He should be fired off that fact right there. Like it took you half the season to give up the defensive play calling, as soon as you give it up, we look like a top 10 defense.
Don't worry.
Falcons gonna win.
He'll be back next year. Don't worry. Let's go Jacksonville too. I'm going with Jacksonville this game.
I mean, I hope Jacksonville win.
Let's go run it up on y'all boys one time.
Add on some 1,000 yards you already got. Leonard Fournette. Let's go.
A game that's I don't want to say it's pointless, but you got the Cardinals and the Seahawks. This game taking place in Seattle.
Battle of the black quarterbacks.
It's the year of them, ain't it?
It is the other black quarterbacks.
Russ.
Black quarterbacks play baseball too. Both of them.
Yeah, they do play baseball.
One was better than the other.
I'm gonna go with Russ as well. I'm gonna go with Russ in this matchup. More complete team.
Yeah, you got the better team.
I like Kyler though. He could be a baby Russ in the future. He continue doing what he's doing. He looked good so far this season.
I'll go to Seahawks.
He looked better than Baker.
That ain't hard. We look better than Baker.
We spoke about the Eagles and the Cowboys. Of course, we have the Chiefs and the Bears. That's the Sunday night game in the Windy City. It's in Chicago. The Chiefs and the Bears. Who knows? Might be a slow game.
And the Bears can see how stupid they were by not drafting Patrick Mahomes. So we gonna go with these Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes.
I'm going with the Bears.
I mean, I won't be mad about that. So
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I mean, that's pretty. I think it's gonna be a 5-6 touchdown game for Patty.
I don't know
about that.
He's gonna show off out there.
We're not gonna forget who number 52 is on the other side of that ball.
I ain't worried about that. Yeah. Then possibly the best game of the week. This could possibly end up being the best game of the week. The Monday night game, battle of the NFC North. As we'll have your guy, I like the name you threw out for him, First Cousins. I like that. You come up with some good nicknames.
First Cousins.
I like that First Cousins. But you had the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers, and it's in Minnesota. The game is in Minnesota.
No Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, no Dalvin Cook. Very, very, very key fact right there. No Dalvin. So the running game will be slightly different. First Cousins is going to have to show us He's a Skywalker out here.
It is I like that Walker. First because it's a primetime game, and Kurt has not looked great in primetime games. So I'm going with the bad man. Just because if it was like a Sunday afternoon game, then I might go Minnesota. This is Monday night primetime. Kirk Cousins is known to stank it up.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings.
I mean, I wasn't mad about that.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I think Stephon Diggs has a hell of a game.
Yeah, because the Packers defense hasn't shown up last few weeks. They just played terrible. They just played some terrible teams. So
I'm gonna go with Green Bay. Pretty shortcut. Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers.
The bad man.
First Cousins are the dope nickname, but yeah, the bad man is a little bit better in real life. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with him. We're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come back to wrap the day short. We're gonna talk about the Lakers and the Bucks that's going on right now.
And the Bucks are smacking Lakers right now.
We're gonna give our all-decade team. So we're gonna give our starting 5 all-decade team. Our 5 for any point from 2010 to now, and we'll also talk about the unboxing that's going to take place. I know we got an unboxing that's going to take place, so we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
These Bucks out there smack.